can't just sit back and be an observer. Nigel boy, I got I was trying to rap, yeah, on the low like Hunter's doing no. Come when cash converter, said if you come with the cash out. Said if you come with the cash, I'll serve you. Free bro, like Snoop, gave him a beard and the case was. Can't tell me about my ones, can't tell me don't take it further. Pray that broski gets his appeal, could've tried turning him to a. Beef was frying, he bun that burger. But don't get twisted, no. Even though that I rap, I'm still trying to trade in towns like New York Knicks did. Still gonna put some big bits and I still got no love for the piglets. And they know that I come from Toxteth, the way that I rock is a little bit different. And there's no point trying to blend in cause it looks like I play for the Detroit Pistons. But from a kid I've been chasing a bag, man, picked up a box in the alley like listen. I've been like Leon Edwards, done Usman back when he...
Well, we've got some terrific... Basketball in store for you tonight. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson. And we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. Tip-off goes to Philadelphia. Outside, Highland. There's a screen by Aldridge. And the basket by Highland. Ooh, a very interesting matchup we have at the center spot tonight, Tim.
Yeah, the battle of the bigs will loom large in this one. Let's keep an eye on points in the paint. That could be a key indicator of who's winning that matchup.
Always fun to watch, a good big man matchup, even with the guys who can shoot these days.
No doubt about it. Versatility at that spot is key.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. Following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. There's a screen by Aldridge. Over to the left wing. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game. free throw, no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
On the wing, Thompson. Inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
For his career, Gobert's field goal percentage is in the same ballpark as his free throw percentage.
No good on the second free throw. And offensive rebounding is one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Here's Maxey. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. George outside. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Down low. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
You saw the full power of Joel Embiid on display right there. No one was getting in his way.
Pass to Thompson. There's the triple. Rebound by Philadelphia. And here's Oubre. Now Aldridge. McDaniels covering. The fadeaway. Aldridge with the bucket.
Did he need to use the fadeaway? No. Did I enjoy seeing it? Yes, I did.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's George. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
To the inside. George with a steal. And Maxey, here we go. And the layup is good off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Philadelphia making a change here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. B.A., they're tough.
Thompson, no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Aldridge. Again, the Sixers score.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Conley with the ball. Highland covering. George outside. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Aldridge outside. Outside Edwards. Pulls up, high post. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. 16 feet out. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. Sixers ahead, leading by 6. We'll get right. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far to the 76ers.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
Here's Lowry. The shot won't fall. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Bona. Out to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bona. Over Edwards. Philadelphia grabs the miss. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Back to Lowry. Randall with a steal. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. DA, back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Grimes' shot is off. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
To the middle. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randall. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Pass to Reed. Fades and shoots. Yes, it's good. Reed's gotten his first basket of the night. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
Outside Conley. And he dunks it down.
Sort of defining the term floor general. Conley has total command of this offense.
Lowry surveys the D. Pass to Grimes. DiVincenzo with a steal. There's a minute 59 left to play in the second quarter. To the paint. Randall, good. Randall's got 6.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams changing it up here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The 3 from Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Yeah, that's an easy one for Klay Thompson, one of the best corner shooters in the history of this league.
How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
He's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone.
Oh, look at Rudy Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Paul George. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor. Now
Maxey. Thompson outside. The three. Aldridge pulls down the board.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Edwards. Can't hit that one. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 13-3 run. McDaniels. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Highland. Driving to the basket. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Here's George. And that'll do it for the first half of play. It's Minnesota. They lead by 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. The Timberwolves lead by 7. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Highland looking for an opening. Pass to Edwards. From the elbow, the shot's good. Edwards gotten his second bucket.
Well, in that mid-range area, Edwards is money. The defense must guard him better than this.
To the middle. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
6 on the shot clock. George for 3.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Pass to Aldridge. Shoots over George. And too long on the shot. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Leading by 5. It's McDaniels on the wing. The putback. Rebounded by Highland.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. It's McDaniels on the wing. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Everyone has their opinion on the game, and some fans believe too many threes are being taken.
Well, teams are going to do what wins games. As far as the aesthetics of the game, does the league office want to make an adjustment? We'll just have to wait and see.
76ers trail by 6. Outside, Highland. Pass to Edwards. Out to Oubre. Outside, Highland. Drummond with the screen. With the floater. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Outside, Highland. Outside, Edwards. Here's Drummond. The kick out to Edwards. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Shot from the wing. Good on the bucket. And now an 11-point Minnesota lead.
Yeah, Paul George just has absolutely perfect shooting mechanics.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Group substitution here for Philadelphia. 76ers trail by 11. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Randall, right side. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. Pass to DiVincenzo. Walker pulls down the board. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Here's Reed. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Down low. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Outside Reed. Walker sets a screen to the inside. And the jam by Walker.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Here's Conley. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jabari Walker.
The defense tries to stop Conley with the foul, but he shows great poise and manages to get it off.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. 76ers trail by 10. Walker sets a screen. The kick out to Edwards. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And he lobs it up top. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Bowman.
And he can't get the first one. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
12 seconds left in the third quarter. The 3 is up, and the three-pointer goes. Edwards got himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Got it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 7. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Here's Lowry. And he can't get that one. Minnesota leading by 7. Maxey on the wing. Inside. Gobert. That's good.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
Martin, left side. Out to the wing. The kick out to Walker. Back to Reed. Just 5 to shoot. Over Gobert. Reed can't hit. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Thompson outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Martin outside. Back to Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Nice D from Reed.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Edwards gets the bucket.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Walker with a steal. Lowry with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Now here's Lowry. Walker sets a screen. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Oh, that will energize his teammates. Going right at the defender and throwing it down.
Here's Maxey. Thompson outside. Here's Gobert. Right side Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Now McDaniels. He launches. The 3 is in.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Edwards. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
Wow. Edwards almost makes it look effortless, like the whole team wasn't holding their breath right there.
Right side Maxey. Outside George. Money from 3.
Well, that is a big bucket right there. Paul George understanding exactly what his team needed.
Here's Embiid. Gobert pulls it down. The Timberwolves lead by 5. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Teams making substitutions here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well, I think you're going to have to try to run play off of his shot. He is lethal off the catch.
And the 3 misses.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Now George. Let's loose for 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Timberwolves.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Paul George.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Yes, sir! Minnesota picking up the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.